It's fucking simple, man. Let's get it. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's your boy Aristotle. It's your boy Aristotle, full authority. All right, with the Rari, all right? So we're going to get started this Sunday, all right? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling good? Turn my phone off. So this Sunday, we're going to be going over the watch list, everything. We're going to get ready. Where y'all from, man? Everybody comment where y'all from. I want to see where y'all tapping in from real quick. All right. So last week we called some great leaps. We called some great fucking leaps. All right. We got in Ford. We got in everything, right? Sorry, my Wi-Fi was acting up, but let's get it. So let's get into the stock Sundays. So you guys already know what we're going to do. We're going to be talking about pretty much the recap of last week, recap of trades I took, biggest movers and losers, crypto news, data, important news, earnings, and then our Sunday watch list. All right. So it's about to go down. Let me change this camera option. All right, let's get into it. So news recap. We have General Motors, GM, all right? So we know that General Motors and Ford will be following Tesla, all right? So they'll be partnering with Tesla, and they pretty much will be using their charging stations. Like I told everybody, Tesla is number one when it comes to EV, but the fact that they are partnering with others is commendable, for one. And for two, it's dope because now they pretty much own the real estate for EV for people to charge their shit. So I'm definitely impressed, for one, for Tesla as a company. And yeah, shout out to GM and Ford. All right, so I already told people when it comes to EV, now I think they're going to move in unison. So now I think GM, Ford. And if you guys remember, I posted something, a reel, a long time ago telling people GM and Ford were going to be right after Tesla. But little did I know they were going to partner with Tesla. So I'm very excited for this move. I think GM and Ford will rise in profits, but Tesla, the fact that they're going to be making all that money from the charging stations from not only their cars, but a whole bunch of other cars. Tesla is gone. That's all I got to say. This is a big move. If you did not get in Tesla on the dip, you, for one, are loco, crazy. And for two, you just don't know investments at this point. I don't know why when stocks drop, people give up on companies. It's just sad to me. And then Netflix cracked down on password sharing in the U.S., delivered a windfall of new subscribers in its earliest days. Shortly after the change, Netflix had its highest rate of sign-up since streaming analytics company Antenna began tracking the data. All right. So Netflix, I am very, very shocked with this company. I had no idea. And they were warning us this would happen. So I think this is stupid on my end. This might be the one stock that not only I missed, that everybody missed. I got all of them. I'm talking about I got all of them. But Tesla, this one right here is one that I regret not getting into. This thing is just insane. I'm talking about insane. But yeah, yeah, I don't even see how I missed that. I still can't believe it. I'm dumbfounded about it. And then GM began integrating the North American charging standards. All right, GM customers will be able to access 12,000 Tesla superchargers. Like I said, GM is one that is lagging. I told you guys to get in this. By the way, I told you guys to get in this on Stock Sundays. I don't know if it was episode 5, 6, 7. Just look them up. Yeah, I told you guys to get in this. So if you did not, keep tapping in, keep listening. Y'all know how we get down. And then Facebook showed off a preview of them competing with Twitter. All right. So I believe Facebook will compete with Twitter and ultimately take over that space when it comes to pretty much quick threads and quick points and all that. I've been said that. I said they need to, in my opinion, they should put it with Instagram. I'm not sure they're trying to make it like the new Facebook feed, or I don't know what they're trying to do, but I believe Facebook needs a YouTube type thing, like how they had YouTube video. I think not Facebook, but Instagram. Believe it or not, Mark Zuckerberg, Instagram is better than Facebook. I believe you should focus as much as you can on Instagram, and then and just let Facebook be the little sister. I know you believe they're the big brother or whatnot, but all this go to meta. We not rocking with that, bro. We on this, especially a new generation. We're definitely on Instagram. The only time we check in on Facebook is when we trying to check on our uncles and aunts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the older folks, just to see how they doing. And then whoever is pregnant. I just know Facebook is for the locals, and I ain't with that. I like a global type thing. I like to see the world. I'm a worldly person, so that's why I kind of stay off Facebook, because I wanted to pretty much think bigger than just my neighborhood, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like Facebook gets you trapped into a mindset of who's next door, and who I grew up with, and the world is just bigger than that. So I want to give Mark Zuckerberg some perspective on that. All right, Salesforce and Google Cloud. All right. So they're partnering. So as you can see, folks, while you sitting here trying to be in competition with everybody is making acquisitions and partnering. All right. So all these companies, all these millionaires and billionaires, all these people that you thought were against each other. All right. All these people that you really thought were against each other are partnering. So how do you feel about that? All right. How do you feel knowing that you've been bamboozled? You've been bamboozled to think everybody's really against each other, but in hindsight, they're in cahoots, just making money, sharing information, sharing resources. This is just crazy to me. Like, also, it taught me something. So we got to follow the patterns of the millionaires and the billionaires. They're partners, so we need to partner. All right, so let's go over some trade recaps real quick. All right, the stuff you've been waiting for. So Airbnb, you guys remember when I called this in the chat? All right, on 6/6/23. All right, Airbnb 118 calls. What do we have? 40%. So I'll explain why I got into this trade. So it was really a swing, but I felt like it was going to take off. So I literally called it as soon as the market opens. You see at 9:33 a.m. I'm calling this. 3 minutes into the market, I'm like, hey, get in Airbnb. So 3 minutes into the market, this thing jumps off. So, and then I also told them I'm getting in again. So we got in twice. We made 60% and then we made 100%. So we made about 160% off this. So why did I get in this? Was because, for one, this gap fill, I felt like it wanted to fill this gap eventually. So Airbnb, it had this candle. It gave me another chance. So once it could have filled after breaking out this line right here. You see this resistance after it broke here. Then it came here to this white line, right? So this candle right here, this is the day I got in. This is my entry point. So the reason I got in was because I saw that it was holding the break of resistance to fill this gap, correct? So this is the gap. It had a gap down, and that was because of earnings. So the earnings gap down. So we pretty much literally got in 3 minutes to the market, and this thing boom, right? But I did not exit my runners. So I added back in, as you can see right here, I said, hey, I'm getting back in. All right. So I told them, hey, we already got in these. And as you can see, I said it right here. So again, we profited on all these already, but I think they still want to go up. So I got back in Airbnb and I was down 11%. And then we end up making 100% because it gapped up and then it went up. And this is where we took profits. I was like, all right, y'all, we good. We got our 100%. Get out. Right. And then everybody banked. And we can go check out those. Before I even show you guys, let me go show you guys the profits real quick. Cause it was a good little day. Let me show you something real quick. Let's go back to the stock Sundays. So we're live in the Discord. Let's go to the games. And we're going to see some Airbnb profits. See that? Boom. Airbnb. This person made 145%. All right. And then you're going to see people tagging me. Airbnb. See, look. Airbnb. Right? 147% right here. So, these aren't things I'm just, saying for no reason. These are real trades I took. Let me see what this one. Another one. Airbnb. $170. Somebody made a lot of money off Airbnb. Let me find it. But yeah, you're just gonna see a bunch of Airbnb. 106%. This person made 7,000, 7,200. Must have put in a lot of money. This person got in one contract. Everybody just eating. Look at this. 1,200, 100% Airbnb. So this how we do it, man. If you're not with us, you against us, all right? Honey drip. Make sure you tap in. So let's get into it. Let me get back to the watch list. All right. But yeah, Airbnb, hey, if you didn't get in that one, you missed out. So let's go to the next trade. So here's the one you guys been waiting for. This is the SPY 427.8 reject. So pretty much 428 reject is where I wanted SPY to reject from. And this is what I made on it. Now, even though I said SPY, I got in mostly this one. And I kind of effed up on this one. But I got it. SPS and SPY is pretty much the same thing. So I made 11 racks. Well, 11.4 off this one. I also lost twice because I tried to day trade Airbnb, but this was just something I took, right? So I lost twice on all on this day, but I still made 10,000 because of this big gain. So let me break down that. So basically on the 5-minute chart, SPY, you'll see that we have an uptrend. So whenever I'm gonna give you guys a secret that I never really tell people. I really don't look at the SPX chart. I look at SPY and I get in SPX contracts based on SPY. So I literally got in. Let me tell you how much these stocks move with each other. I don't even have to look at SPX and I still made 11. So you guys looking like impossible. But I'm telling you, for real, I did not even look at SPX. I just looked at the SPY chart. But I know that they're the exact same stuff. So if I get in puts, I can get in this too, and it's the same thing. So basically, I'm trading, even though I'm looking at SPY chart, I'm still getting in SPX right here. But it's all about timing, right? And I'm still getting in right here. So this is the area, this red line where I said when SPY was down here, I said, everybody, we're going to get in puts again when it gets here to the 427.8 level. So we got in here and then got in here and I made a lot of money. That's how I made 11,000. That's how I made 11,000 because it was a retest of the trend. As you can see, we have a trend right here, right? And it broke trend. Then it came back and retested the broken trend. See that? So after we broke this trend from yesterday and this trend right here, we had a retest and then boom. So I'm teaching you shit, hey, you won't get everywhere else. And then I made a lot of money on this day. So I'm going to break down my scalps. This was Friday. I made 15,000. So I said, you know what? Since I got some free time, I'm going to just spend some me time and just scalp, right? So, I took it back old school. I really felt like old school Aristotle, man. I was just sitting there scalping and scalping and scalping, right? So, yeah. So I'm going to break down literally all these trades that I did. Now, if I can remember them, I can remember them. But I'll be able to look at a chart. When you a real trader, you don't even, if you really made these trades, you should be able to look at the chart and say, this is where I entered. This is where I entered. So I'll be able to literally remember verbatim what I entered. So we're going to see. Watch my memory. Let's see. I'm excited too to see what I can remember. All right. So I made 15,000. Let's see if I can remember at least a lot of them trades. I know I will. So we're going to go to the SPY chart. Let's get back into the lesson. We're going to go to the SPY chart. Oops. Okay. I slick do remember. Okay. So this is the trades I got in when I was scalping. So I'll break down everything. Okay, so I got into some, when it did this trend, I got into some calls here. So boom. So we'll see if I can highlight those. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. So we'll do that. So I got in right here, and then I exited right here, right? So that was one of my trades. And then once it broke this trend line right here, boom, we got this. So once it broke this low right here, then I entered some puts here. So I entered some puts here, and then boom. So I'll show that too. I entered some puts here once it broke that low, and then I took profits here. So I was just scalping like a god at this point. I was scalping. I was getting in right here when it touched the VWAP, got that scalp, and then literally when it broke right here, I got in this scalp again, took puts. But I'll tell you what I was leveraging. So I was leveraging 7,000, 7,500 for every trade. So some trades, because it was 0 day to expiration, some trades were just printing. Like if I bought calls right here, this thing would be 50%. So I was making 3,000 like every time I even put in 7,500. So I really could have made more than 15,000. So I just kept leveraging 7,500. So I was like, that's a good number, because if I lose 20%, it ain't gonna be that big of a deal. It's gonna be like a $1,500, $2,000 loss, something like that. So I was like, cool, I can deal with that. So boom, 7,500, take profit. 7,500, take profit. But you gotta think, when I spend that 7,500, this thing be like a 70% return. So I'm making big gains every time I get in. And then I got in some puts again right here, and then got out right here, and then took some calls again right here and got out right here. So I was just trading. I was on God mode that day. I mean, SPY couldn't fuck with me if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I just boom, 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 boom. It just was perfect execution. Once you start knowing the market, you'll start learning how to trade from there. But this was all based off experience and just knowing what I'm doing mostly. If I had to just be all the way honest, it's not something that's easy to do. I wouldn't recommend trying my method. As far as trading 0 day to expirations, you have to be experienced to do this. Like this right here, I wouldn't just say, okay, go ahead and just do that. I would definitely say take your time, learn before you start trying to trade SPX contract 0 day to expiration. Because you can really get burnt if you don't know what you're doing. So you see how I'm making chunks at a time? So I made 5,000, 3,000, 4,000. So I'm leveraging 7,500. But because the stocks were moving so fast, it was giving me large profits, if that makes sense. And you see I mostly made money off puts. You see that? You see how most of my plays, my big gains were puts. And calls, I did make some off that big gain off that call scalp, but most of them were puts. Yeah, I flowed with the market. Somebody said you literally flowed with the market. Yeah, I was on God mode. Sometimes you'll get in those modes though where you can barely miss. It's just how it go. Like especially when you become experienced. It's almost like you a basketball player. So again, if you want my signals, oh by the way, I went like damn near 7 for 7 on swings. Like I went crazy, leaps and swings included. So yeah, I went 7 for 7 on swings, PG, GM, everything. So link in the description. That link in the description for the first 100 people, we sell out every Sunday. So hurry up and get yours. If you're not in the Discord, you're doing yourself a disservice. All right. So get the trial for $25. All right. $10 off for the first 100 people. After that, the link will be closed. Let's get into it. Biggest movers and losers. So we got Tesla, right? Ford, which I called on the leap. Yes, I did. And I even told y'all last stock Sundays that Ford would go up. So that's another thing. I literally gave y'all this play. I gave y'all Ford. I gave y'all GM. What else I gave y'all? So I gave y'all one of the biggest movers, literally. So don't comment, trial. It's the link in the description, folks. So yeah. So make sure you tap in. It's $25. So you're not hurting me if you don't want to be a part of my community. If you want to make money, I promise you I'll make more money. I'll make you more money than you'll ever pay me. So you know how like y'all be giving everybody else $10,000 and you don't get nothing out of it. You giving me $25 and I promise you it's going to make you way more than you get what I'm saying? So it's just a $25 investment to learn how to make thousands for the rest of your life. Yeah, hell yeah. So, yeah, I went 7 for 7 on swings recently. Oh, I don't play. So think about it. Y'all think I'm just a day trader. I can swing too. And then MU, which is ironically one of the stocks that we're going to talk about, and Target. So check this out, folks. This is how beautiful this shit is. Not only did I tell you guys to get in this, right, on the biggest movers and losers of the large cap, and I told y'all about Tesla. I told y'all about Tesla on the dip. Shopify, yeah, I ate all this shit really. But let me show you this. This is the crazy thing right now. These two stocks are heavy on my watch list. And these two stocks are the ones that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to chart these two, MU and Target. We're going to get into why I believe we should pick up the dip on these two. All right, so we're going to talk about it. So data and important news. I'm not really the data guy. I'm more of a wait till the data come out. I'm not going to tell you to gamble your money. Stay in the chat. We'll keep you updated. But we got some CPI, Consumer Price Index, on Tuesday. So Monday may be choppy and Tuesday may be crazy. So Tuesday will be one of the biggest days. And then we got unemployment and stuff like that. So just be careful this week, because we do got some important data to come out, and I'm very sick of all this data. But luckily, we've been maneuvering and making money. The government can't stop us, baby. So tell them, hi, kiss our behinds. We in honey drip, all right? Earnings. Not many earnings going on. You got Kroger and Adobe, which are the ones I'll be looking forward to. That's just how it goes, Kroger and Adobe. So, yeah. Let's get into this watch list, because this is a boring earnings chart. Let's see how many people on. We got 1,000 viewers. 1,000 viewers. Thank you so much, people. I just want to say that first and foremost. Thank you to 1,000 viewers right now live, tapping into your boy. 1,000 people love who I am. I love who you guys are. All I want to do is make y'all money. All right, that's all I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any other goal, because guess what? If you guys make money, I win, because you guys are going to go tell other people I made you money. So that is the whole point. And God will bless me. So I believe, karma is a good thing. You guys will make money off what I say. All right, so let's get to it. Stock Sundays. So the first stock I want to go over first. We can go over SPY real quick. Fuck it. We can go over SPY. So let's talk about the overall U.S. market. which is SPY. Let's delete all drawings. And then let's remove the VWAP. All right. So let's get into it. So SPY on the weekly chart, it still broke this resistance here. So I like to go to the higher time frames first. So right here, we see that SPY broke resistance. Now it still looks like we're heading to a bull market. I'm gonna just be completely honest with you guys. I would not fight the trend. I would not try to short SPY. If I'm just being honest with you guys, a lot of you are trend fighting. You're going to lose money. All right. So even with this, you saw how people were just ready to let me short. They know what you're trying to do, folks. You're trying to short the trend. Never short trends. All right. I'm telling you the truth. You're better off buying the dip than trying to bet against a trend all of the time. Only time you're supposed to short trends is when it's completely obvious, when it's a third touch of resistance. So I'm gonna tell you when is a good time to short trends, like right here. So you see right here, we have 1, 2, 3 touches of resistance, but not only that, it's coming back to retest the 200 MA, which is this orange line. So this is like a perfect short. This is when you short trends, when it's like an obvious short. It's on a trend line. It's on the third touch of resistance plus the 200 MA. So this is when you're supposed to short trends, when it's obvious. But after it breaks a trend, whenever the trend is below a resistance level, but when it breaks a resistance level and it keeps breaking resistance levels, you're going to lose money. They know what you're trying to do. They know you're going. I'm just giving you guys advice. Hey, listen, I'm the one who makes money. I'm the one who has the proof. All right. So you don't have to listen to me. But I'm telling you right now, you're better off buying dips than trying to short trends. Even I like to play to my strength. Shorting trends during an uptrend is not my strength. All right. Just being honest with you guys. And you guys got that right. Confluence. So do not try to short this trend. Wait on a pullback, then buy. Do not try to short the trend. I said that so many times. You will lose money. Okay, so just imagine you kept trying to short this. You see what I'm saying? You see why I keep saying don't short the trend. You don't know. You really can't predict the top. It's easier to predict a bottom than it is a top. I'm going to be honest with you. I can predict the bottom all day, but them tops, them shit's hard, man. I'm just giving you guys just straight up advice. Buy low, sell high. So QQQ is trying to flag here. So QQQ is trying to do a little, I don't even know what the hell is going on, but they got some resistance point here. Let's check out the RSI. And the it still has room upward, folks. So don't think because this thing is, losing momentum a little bit that it could be consolidating real quick before the next move. All right, so be careful here. We need to be careful. We could be consolidating because we made some strong moves, even on SPY. See how SPY be consolidated and it breaks out and it consolidates and it breaks out. So we just gotta be careful with that. Tesla. I'm gonna give you guys, let's go look at some ones I like before we get into all these random shits. All right, let me give you guys what you came here to see. So I've been said this, and I even drew a box. That's how genius I am. I drew a box. So we have a classic break and retest. MU broke out. MU is like a kind of flowing with AMD in NVIDIA. So I think MU is a great buy right here for either some long dated calls, maybe 2 months out. I'm liking MU. I'm gonna bet myself on it, and then all we gotta do is put a stop loss below low, so we have nothing to lose here. Especially if MU gaps down, we can put a stop loss right here, right, that red line, and we can just get in. So if it breaks below this red line, we get out. So if it breaks below 64, if it breaks below 64, we're out. And not necessarily break, but has to close below. It has to close below 64. So even if it does try to come down and break, it could easily bounce back up. But we have a break and retest. So check this out. This was a huge level right here. So if we do this level right here, check that out. So after it broke this level, now it's retesting this level. But this was a huge level. This level lasted from November 2022 to May. So that is a huge key level. It broke out, and now it's coming back to retest that same key level. Let's bet on it. All right. I love MU. Okay. I like this stock for a swing. And I wanted it, when it broke out here, I wanted it to come down again and retest. But now it's doing it. That's why I drew this box here. So I drew this box while this shit was up here. So I don't know why I'm such a wizard at this shit, but yeah. I like MU. This would be my favorite pick of the week, in fact. MU, calls. Now, granted, it's this is not financial advice. This is, just straight up what I like to do. These are my opinions, folks. Now, granted, my opinions make a lot of money, but, I'm just telling you based on technicals, based on how I trade, based on the things I know, I like MU, okay? So even right here, it's coming back down to retest all of this. Hell, this is actually like more than a year long of support. My fault. This thing dates back all the way to August. Damn near. Because we go backwards. Yeah, hell yeah. I like it. I like it. It took so long for it to break out, and now it's broke out and retesting that. I like it. They said MU got earnings in early July. So we could swing all the way up into earnings. Wednesday, June 28th. So it is June. We got 2 weeks. So fuck it. Let's just swing. And then if we make profits, if it come up here, then we can get out and leave a runner for earnings. You feel me? That's what we could do too. We could leave us a runner for earnings. So I'm gonna swing it. I'm just letting y'all know I'm gonna do it. You get what I mean? You don't have to follow this advice. Yeah, and stay in my chat if you want my exact entries. So if you want more plays like this that I like to find for myself, which I'm typically right all the time. You get what I'm saying? Not all the time, but 90% of the time. Ask about me. Real stats, big facts. All right. The next one I want to talk about is Target. Also, before I keep going, y'all like that one? Put a yes if you like MU. Or am I tripping? Put a yes. I need to see who fucking with me. Who fucking with this setup. Let's check out the weekly chart real quick, because sometimes you got to use top-down analysis. So let's check out the weekly chart. What do we have on this weekly chart? We have a breakout and a retest right here. Weekly. They said Ari is so Atlanta. Love it. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's what's up. That what's up. I like Meta, but I'm going to tell you some more. We just going over the ones I like so far. The ones I actually want to make money with and going to enter. So we got a hella yeses. Okay, we got some yeses. We fucking with it. I see y'all. Kiera Smith like yes. Proud Dad said yes. Michael Ruffin said yes. Make sure y'all leave a like, please. Everybody, please like this. All right. Everybody saying yes. I'm fucking with it. We got 1,100 people on right now on this live. This is dope. Cool. So we got a lot of yeses going on. I'm liking this. So y'all liking it. All right. Y'all following. So let's go look at Target. So think about it, folks. We supposed to buy low and sell high. And that's what we're doing. We're taking ones that have dropped significantly. And the top two large cap movers are actually the ones I like buying. So why do I like Target? If it comes down, you see how I got these box levels, right? So I'm just a whiz at this shit. I draw the box before it happens. I said, hey, if Target gets to 122, 123-ish, I'm buying. All right? Because this was previous resistance that it needed to break in order to go crazy. Correct? And Target went crazy. Cool. So now we have, let's draw a Fibonacci real quick. Ooh, boom. So not only that, Target is at the last level of the fib. This I don't know if you can see this purple line, but Target is going to drop to this purple line, which is the 78% fib. So not only that, but it's the last fib. You see how, and look, if you don't believe in fibs, check out how this thing, when it dropped, it kept retesting this fib. You see that? Now this is on the weekly chart. So I believe this thing is going to come right here to this last fib. So yes, I do use Fibonacci. This purple line, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So now we got not only this line lining up, but this line lining up. All right, so I know so much shit, man. You missing out if you ain't fucking with me. That's all I got to say. If you in this live and you not with Honey Drip or anything I got going on, you don't like money or like stocks. All right. So yeah, please like this because it will help the analytics. And if you want to help other people make money too, okay? Because other people make money with me. So if you want to make money and you want to help other people make money, please like this and share it with your friends. Say, hey, bro, tap in, bro, really giving gems because I really just gave y'all 2 plays that I like. So if Target can get down to 123, I plan on swinging long. So let's go look at Target's balance sheet before I talk too fast. Is this Target? Nope, this is Planet Fitness. Oh, and I told y'all about Planet Fitness. By the way, y'all remember last Stock Sundays? Since we want to be technical, you could go back and look. I told y'all to buy Planet Fitness. Is this it? Hold up. Planet. So Planet Fitness, let's get into it. This shit went up. Check that out. Did I not say Planet Fitness above here, 64, above 64.2? I told you guys to buy Planet Fitness. Did I not? All right. Somebody said, love this guy, man. Love you guys too, man. God bless you. It's Yasmi. God bless you, my brother. But I told you guys to buy this too last Stock Sunday. So I just don't play. But let's get into some of the stocks. Let's see if I can find one more stock. I love Target and I love MU. Those are my top 2. Oh, it was another one I like. Oh, Pepsi and Coca-Cola. So Pepsi and Coca-Cola, you see I got these fibs out. Pepsi is testing this same line right here. You know, so I like Pepsi. It's on an uptrend as well, if I was charting this correctly. So Pepsi is on this little uptrend. So we got a little uptrend here, a little third touch of support. You see that right there. And then it has a bullish engulfing right there too. So Pepsi is one of the ones that I really liked, that I liked this week for a continuation. Nice little uptrend coming back down to this trend line. Let's make this trend line white. All right. I like Pepsi and I like Coke. So Coca-Cola and Pepsi are making generally the same kind of pattern, as I could say. So let me move this over. Let me see if Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola bounced right here. I still like it though. Let me see if we can go lower on this. Not really. Hold up. We might. Oh shit. Never mind. Hold up. Let's see if this extends. Nope. That won't work. Okay. So Coca-Cola, ooh. This could be, I don't know though. This could be bad for it too though, because this thing could reject here and come down here to this line. But I just charted it. And as we can see, I believe Coca-Cola will at least come here. So ooh, we shall see. Or who knows, it could trend upward. And you know, eventually it's going to have to come to this line. I do know that. So sometimes you got to zoom out. That's why I use the weekly chart. Because sometimes you got to zoom out. Because you might see some shit that you might not have seen. You see how I wouldn't have saw that if I wouldn't have zoomed out. So yeah, this was the 2020 COVID drop, but I'm starting to be a little skeptical here and scared that it'll come to this white line here, because they usually like to come back to the trend. So nah, I'm not a fan of Coca-Cola. I like Pepsi better. And let's see where else it could come to. Yeah, we gonna see. Yeah, that looks more like it right here. So if Pepsi comes down, if Coca-Cola comes down right here, that looks like a better entry right there. This is the most. So if Coca-Cola does come down, I'ma like it right here. And this little cross arrow you see, it's a little rectangle. So we're gonna save this rectangle here if Coca-Cola comes down, but that would require the market to stop trending up parabolically. So I believe it could still bounce here, of course. But if it don't, I got my eyes on the prize at $58 or $59. I got my eyes right there at that little cross thing right here. Somebody said check PLTR. Plantier Tech. I heard about them. So they're doing good. Let's go look at their financials real quick, because you guys like to get excited about these penny stocks and these things that you already missed a move on. We were supposed to check Target financials too. I'm tripping. Let's go check Target. All right. So Target net income has dropped. They did good for a minute. So as you can see, Target was trending up, and then they made $7 billion last year, but trailing at 2.7 billion. So this is, you got to add 3 zeros. So all numbers are in thousands. So every number you see, put 3 zeros after it, because they're shrinking it for some odd reason. They should just go ahead and just put billion, but I don't know why. But this is actually 2.7 billion. As you can see, this all numbers and thousands thing right here. So that means you got to add 3 zeros to everything you see. So if you see this is 48 million. This is not 48,000. I know, stupid, right? But this is how you read data. So anyways, yeah. Let's look at the last quarter, because Target could make a comeback. Let's see. So they made more than they made last quarter, and their growth. Oh, look at that! Check that out. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive quarters of growth. So that's a good sign right here. So sometimes you got to go down to, you know, the lower time frames. You can see right here we have 1, 2, 3 quarters of positive growth. So that's something I do like to see. Do you have momentum? You get what I mean? So they do have momentum. All right. And if you want to learn more about this, I'm going to show you guys an opportunity. All right. I'm going to show you guys an opportunity if you want to know more about this. But yeah, I like Target. Fuck it. I like it. I like it. Plus Target is in a lot of affluential areas. I want to see if they're going to grow their I gotta go look at some news and stuff like that. Let's look at Plantier Tech real quick. So like I said, you guys be excited about shit that's not profitable yet. So as you can see, even though they are losing less money, which is a good thing year over year. So believe it or not, sometimes that's a positive. You see right here, they lost 1.1 billion. Then they lost 500 million in 2021. Now they're only losing 373 million. So let's see quarterly, if they even had a good quarter lately. Okay, so they are. Look, they got momentum. Okay, so that could be why. So you see why they going up, like right here. So they see this quarter they made What the hell is that? Okay, I gotta add 3 zeros to that. They making the money. They ain't making shit. They made we gotta add 3 zeros to that. 54,000. How is this a public traded company? In a quarter. That, yeah, we got that right. That's, I mean, at least it's positive, but and then 1.4 million in this quarter. And then 5 million. Oh, never mind. This is good growth. Then 12 million. Now 20 million. Okay. Never mind. That's actually pretty good. To go from, that's why they're rising like that. You see that? I'm teaching y'all something. Put a me if you just learned something. All right? Put a me real quick if you just learned something. I just cooked. Put a me real quick. I want to see who paying attention. Make sure you get that like button, but just put a me real quick if you just learned something on this stock market Sunday. All right, put a me. All right. I just want to see how many me's I can get. And I'm going to tag the me's. All right. We got some me's here. Hallway Evans said he learned something. Okay. Jarrell McLeod said he learned something. He said like a motherfucker. He said me like a motherfucker. Boy, I'm learning. We got Marquise Cole. He said me. Javon Clark said me. Samantha Jones said me. Proud Dad. Everybody saying me. This week we going to be riding Tesla. I like that. Me. Who is this? Samantha Jones. Me. Everybody winning. Key Goldwire. Me. So you guys are learning off of free Sunday. So imagine what I can show you if you guys, now who here, put a yes if you guys would like for me to further teach you. All right, so I need to see some yeses. All right, if you're learning everything and you really want, what if I could be directly responsible for the results you get? What if I could literally teach you guys everything I know about the stock market and make you as profitable as possible? All right, so let me show you guys something real quick. All right. So I'm going to show you guys what is called proof. So let's go here real quick. Just real quick. So we in the Discord. This is the Robinhood account that I have. As you can see, I made 278,000, 600%. So what if I could show you everything I know to be able to generate gains like this? To be able to call leaps for yourself, to be able to call your own day trades for yourself, to be able to do whatever you want to do. All right. Well, I got the right opportunity for you guys. So what I want you guys to do, if you guys really serious about learning, what you can do is go in the chat, go to the collab mentorship. All right. Tap in, come to the collab mentorship. I'll be able to teach whoever wants to learn. It's $770. But look at this. This is the type of money I make. So you're paying for my time. It's a 6-week course, all right? And it's going to go up to $1,000 next month. Next month, because I have somebody helping me sell it better. Now I can go put the price that I want on it. So it will jump up to $1,000. So this will be your last month to get it for $770. And yes, I'll be teaching you everything I know. So I'll be dropping the link right here in the chat if you guys are on YouTube Live, all right? I'll drop the link right here in the YouTube chat. And you guys can get in. It's only 300 slots, but 700 have been sold. I mean, not 700, 100 have been sold already. So there's the link. You guys can tap in, or if you're in the chat. All right. So this is the collab mentorship. And look, somebody said I already signed up. See, this guy already ready. So if you really you listen to me, I won't steer you wrong. So whatever you pay me, that $770, I guarantee you it's gonna make you thousands to 10,000, whatever it is. Now they say don't make guarantees, I know, but I know my shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how to not say guarantee, but I can't say that technically. All right, so scratch that word, but you know how I feel about my shit. I feel like I can do it. You get what I'm saying? Well, I won't say I know. I'll say that I know I can teach you everything there is. So tap in, and we getting it. All right, so here's the link, and I'm putting it in the chat. Make sure you guys tap in. Now, it's only 200 slots. It's only 200 slots left. So once they sell out, the prices go up. And that's only for the people who want to learn. I already took AMU last year, and I'm taking this course in July too. I'm part of Honey Drip as well. Okay, Elmar Souza. So check this out. These people just can't get enough of this learning. They just want to learn every time I drop something new because they know I'm adding something new, which is leaps. So the new things that'll be added, for one, is teaching you guys this part. We go to the long term. I'm teaching these guys this part, these leaps. So this is the new stuff that I added. How to make money like this. How to flip your account like this. So can you live off this? Who here could live off this? I'm pretty sure a lot of you. All right. Somebody said, bro, you leaving out Adobe. Oh, yeah, Adobe, too. Adobe, I think I called that one, too. We could go look at Adobe. Make sure you guys tap in, though. Somebody said, I got slot 103. I see you, Jonas Sampson. Let's get it. Yeah, Dollar General as well. I like Dollar General. But we can go look at Adobe real quick. We can go look at Adobe. Oh, yeah. On the daily chart. I mean, Adobe did its thing. They got earnings pretty soon, though. So, you know, I already talked about Adobe. I don't think if you missed this move, you know, you missed it. There's nothing to do about it. Here's another thing, too, for you won't catch every stock, but you'll catch most. Oh, and you guys missed out on this. Let me show you what you missed out on, too. You missed out on this part. So you guys see this? I called forward leaps. They're up 44%. So I literally called them. I literally told them literally to get in forward. When was this? Right here. I said new cheap leap. I just entered. Remember, folks, I'm waiting a long time for these. Spent $2,700 on these. 12 calls. I told them this was 6/1, June 1st. This was June 1st. I told them this. So I add to this portfolio, this current portfolio. Everything I get in here, I tell you what I'm in, okay? So everything I get in here, as you can see, I told them, hey, I'm getting in a new position, forward, and boom. And then I show them my gains. And I tell you the amount of contracts I'm doing and everything. I didn't hide anything. Check this out. I didn't hide one thing. So you could have made, so for all of you like, well, could I would have made the money you made? Watch this. Did I hide one contract that I said I was in? Did I? Before I made all this money, I called AMD, I called Google, I called Nvidia, I called Shop. All of these are up. Okay, I called all of those. Then I said I'm adding Meta and SQ, which I just let go of SQ now that it turned positive. So SQ I didn't lose at all. I broke even on SQ. So I hit on all of these. And then so Nvidia, so look what I was in. And you saw the number of contracts I was in. So for all people saying, did you tell us what to buy? Yes, I did. And that's what made this. All those calls made this. Okay? That's what happened. That's how I made $278,000. 600%. All right, that is proof in itself. So if you're not in my chat, click the link. I'll see you guys later. Stock Sundays. And it's a wrap. All right, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Shout out to everybody who tapped in. All right, it's your boy Aristotle. We out.